Everyone, today we are going to start dispersion. So dispersion is also known as the spread or variation. How the data is within the series, how the data is spread within the series, that we can measure by dispersion. So dispersion is a measures the extent to which items vary from their central value. We have to see that how the series of the data in the series, how they are varying from their central value, or what is the deviation from the central value. Central value can be mean, median, or so we can measure how the series all the data in the series varies or deviate from their central value. That is for dispersion. Means how the data is spread within the series that we can measure by dispersion. Measure of dispersion. Dispersion can be measured by two ways. One is absolute measure and second one is relative measure. In absolute measure, we take the deviation unit as the unit of the data. Data में जो unit है, when we take the dispersion, we take the same data. Means अगर data मीन्स कुछ चीज का केजी में वेट अगर हम लोग ले रहे हैं सीरीज और इफ इट इज इन केजी और इफ इट इज इन सेंटीमीटर then we can take the dispersion value in the same unit as kg or as centimeter. But what happens in case of relative measure? Relative measure, we are not supposed to take the same unit. We always set the ratio or percentage in terms of ratio or percentage. Why we take the relative in terms of ratio or percentage? We take in ratio or percentage so that we can compare the series. We can compare the series between two series, three series, so we can compare the data. So for that we can take the percentage or ratio value. So what are the way absolute measure? We can measure the one type of absolute measure is range. Dispersion is range. Then quartile deviation, then mean deviation, standard deviation, and variance. So the dispersion is range. Quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, and variance. In case of relative, we take the coefficient of range, coefficient of quartile deviation, coefficient of mean deviation, coefficient of standard deviation, and coefficient of variance. So we discuss actually one by one. First we discuss range. After that we go for quartile deviation, then mean deviation, and standard deviation. We discuss the absolute measure and also the coefficient of each the measure. So let us start. So first dispersion is range. Range is nothing but the difference between the largest value of a series minus smallest value of the series. So range is the difference between the largest value and the smallest value in the series. So if we just want to see what is the largest value, what is the maximum value in the series, what is the minimum value in the series, just take the difference. What is the coefficient of range? This range is absolute value. And this range, coefficient of range, this value is the, we say, relative measure or relative value. So, how we are going to find? We are taking an example. Just you have to see that what is the maximum value in the space or the largest value in the space. If you see 400 is the value. What is the smallest one? Smallest one is 130. So how we are going to find the range? Range equal to A minus A. That is 400 minus 120, which is equal to 400 minus 120 is equal to 280. So 280 is the range. So if you see what is the coefficient of range? Coefficient of range equal to L minus range by L plus range. If we can write 400 minus 120 divided by 400 plus 1, which is equal to 280 divided by, this is 5, this is equal to 0.5384. Otherwise, we can write it is equal to 0.5. So, as this is coefficient of range, so this we can write 54 in percentage. So, this is the measure of range. It is very simple, nothing to do with the frequency. If you go for discrete series or continuous series, we don't have to see the frequency or the repetition of the values. Here, just we have to choose the maximum value of the series and the minimum value of the series. Just take the difference and find the range and coefficient of range. Is that simple? So next we will discuss about quartile division or quartile dispersion. Hello everyone. So let us start quartile dispersion or quartile division. Quartile division is the average of difference of two extreme quartile. Actually, if you see this series, median, we have already discussed, median divide the series into two parts. For the reference of median video, you can go over referring the previous videos, how we calculate for median. So median is the minimum value that divides the series into two parts. So we can say 50% and 50%. Median divides the series into two parts. What is the role of quartile? Quartile, 4. If you divide anything into 4 parts, we can say that is a quartile. So, like that, quartile also divides the series into 4 parts. So, the first 25% is called Q1, then 50% is called Q2, 75% is called Q3, and this is 100%. So what are the extreme quartiles? Extreme quartiles are like Q3 and Q1. 75% is Q3 and 25% is Q1. So if you see now what is Q2? Q2 is nothing but the median. If you understood the median well, then you can easily do the quartile dispersion. So here the what is quartile division? Quartile division is the average of difference of two extreme quartiles. If you see the extreme quartile 75% is Q3 and Q1. So what is quartile? How we can count the quartile division? So QD equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. It is the average of difference of two extreme quartiles. You see the coefficient of quartile range? Coefficient of coefficient of quantile division, which is equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by Q3 plus Q1. So let us discuss for individual series. We'll take one example and find how we are going to calculate for individual series the quantile dispersion. Let us take one example. So we have taken one example for individual series. This is the question, roll number is given, and marks of the belongs to the number is given. So we have to find the quantile range or quantile division. So first one is our Q1. We have to find that is size of n plus 1 by 4 term. If you remember for median, what we are doing to calculate median, we are doing size of n plus 1 by 2 term. How it is quartile means it is divided, the series is divided into 4 parts. So we can take n plus 1 by 4 term. This is the first quartile. For the third quartile, Q3, the extreme quartile, we can see size of 3 into n plus 1 by 4. Let us find how we are going to calculate. As discussed in medium, so first we need to arrange the series. If the series is not arranged, we have to arrange the series in ascending or descending order. So first we have to see the series. The series is not arranged, so we have to arrange the series. Let us arrange the series. So 59, if you see 69, then it will come 73, then 79, then 87, then 93, 94, 95, 90. This is the series. So to find Q1, let us find size of n plus 1 by 4 term. So Q1 equal to size of n plus 1. What is the number of terms? N is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can find Q1 equal to 8 plus 1 by 4. This is for individual series. What we need to find now? This is 9 by 4 term. This is equal to 2.2 fifth term. Size of 2.2 fifth term. So what does it mean? It is equal to 50 term plus 0.25 of the, this is second term. If you see, this is for second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. As it is an individual series, we can easily find the. So what is our second term? Our second term is 75. You see here, our second term is 75. Second term is 75. Our second term. So let us write our second term. This is 2 second. 2th term. Our second term we can write. This is the second term. Second term plus 0.25 of Which term? 0.25 of the third and second. Because second term is completed. After that, you have to take 0.25. 0.25 of what? Between this difference. 79 and 73. If you see this is our third term. Between the third term and the second term. We have taken quantile that is 0.25. 0.25 between the third term and the second term. So you can write 0.25 third term minus second term. So what does it mean? Second term. Second term क्या है? If you see from the series, second term is 73. 73 plus the 0.25 power. 0.25 means 1 by 2 of what? Of third term. Third term is what? 79. 79 minus second term. Minus second term is 70. If what happens in this case, if you see here, this is first term, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, like this. So here, our second term, this term is completed. Second term is completed. After that, 0.25. 0.25 of what? 0.25 of this term minus this difference. ये जो difference है, second term and second term what है 0.25 we have to take. So that we have done. 73 plus 1 by 4 of this difference into this is for 6. Which is equal to 73 plus this is 6 by 4. This is for 1.9. This is equal to 74. So our first quartile is 74.5. Now we get a Q3. So to calculate Q3, we have to use this formula. Q3 equal to spice of 3 into n plus 1 4 term. That is 3 into 8 plus 1 by 4 term. This is equal to 3 into 9 by 4. 3 into 9 by 4 is 2.25. That is equal to, if you see, that is 9 by 4 term into 2.25, which is equal to 6.73. If you see here, what is our sixth term? 23. Sixth term is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 94 plus 0.75 of what? 0.75 of 0.75 of. This is our sixth term of seventh term minus sixth term. Seventh term minus sixth term, which is equal to 94 plus 0.75 of our 95 minus 94. This is equal to 94 plus 0.75 is 3 by 4 of 1. 95 minus 94. So that is equal to 94 plus 94 plus 0.75, which is equal to 94.7. So this is called our hard quartile. That is good. So how we are going to calculate the quartile deviation QD? So QD equal to. So how to calculate the quartile deviation? To calculate the quartile deviation, it is QD equal to Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. So what is Q3? Q3 is 94.75. Q3 is 94.75 minus. What is Q1? Q1 is 754.50 divided by 2. So how much it is coming? It is coming 10.125. 10.1. This is our quartile division. So to calculate the coefficient of equal to Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus Q1, which is equal to 94.75 minus 54.50 divided by 94.75 plus 74.5. So the value we get here is 0.0.1, which is equal to. We always have to remember that coefficient is calculated in percentage and absolute value will be 8 r is what is there in the tab. So we will calculate the QD. QD is 10.125, that's quartile deviation. And coefficient of quartile deviation we got 12%. So we have completed quartile deviation for individual series. Next class we will discuss about discrete series and continuous series. Hope you all like the video. Do subscribe the channel and share with your friends. Thank you so much.